Get Rich with Peace of Mind by your boy Napoleon Hill. This is your boy Chuck, man. Let's go ahead and flip this camera around. Get it right. All right, chapter 2. Close the doors on your past. Whenever you meet a misfortune, put it into your past. Keep your mind upon future achievement, and you will find that mistakes are often the past. Hold on, let me take that back. And you will find that mistakes of the past often work to fill the future with good fortune. Your wealth and your peace of mind are strongly connected with each other. Even at the lowest level jobs, your success waits within your own mind. Add value to your work, and you set in motion the forces that make the concepts of your mind turn into the realities of living. When I was still a poor youth in Wise County, Virginia, I invested 25 cents in a raffle ticket. The prize was a horse, and I won. A horse was of considerable value to a farming family in those days, and this one, all agreed, was a good horse. Filled with pride, I led him home. How fortunate was I, or was I? Having installed my horse carefully in the stable, I treated him to oats, corn, and hay, all he could eat. That same night, he broke out of the stable, went down to the river, and drank his fill of water. As anyone knows, horses could have predicted, the poor bloated animal foundered and died. It cost me $5 to have him hauled away and buried. So much for my good luck. Yet who can tell the uses of the past? I was able in later years to look back upon that incident and see I had been fortunate. You see, I never again have been tempted to risk money in any kind of gambling. Surely I have saved the cost of many horses, let alone save my peace of mind. Now let me tell you of a more serious incident which cost a man's life, threatened my own, preventing me from taking advantage of a great opportunity, seemed like an unmitigated disaster, and yet turned out to be for my boundless good and the good of others as well. At that time, I completed the first draft of The Science of Personal Achievement in 8 volumes, and I needed a publisher, Mr. Don R. Mellett, publisher of the Canton, Ohio Daily News, became my partner and business manager. We introduced Judge Elbert H. Gray, chairman of the board of United States Steel Corporation, to supply the money necessary to print the first edition. Furthermore, Judge Gary agreed to purchase a complete set of the books for every key man employed in that vast corporation. The contract had not yet been signed, but I was on top of the world. Now, Mr. Mellett had been using his newspaper as a means. How you doing, Callie? Yeah, I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Now, Mr. Mellett had been using his newspaper as a means to expose a very unholy alliance between the bootleggers and the police force of his city. 3 days before we were to meet Judge Gary, a member of the police force and a gangster shot him. The gang believed I too had something to do with their exposure. I missed assassination by only a few hours. For a year, I had to hide. At length, the murderers were caught. Sorry about that. Convicted and given lifetime sentences in prison. Meanwhile, Judge Gary had died. All of my plans were upset. I had to waste much precious time while in hiding, and I had no publisher. I was right back where I had started, or rather, I was behind where I had been. I made a new start and found a publisher for my writings. That is a story in itself, but that is not the point of this story. I found out later that if Judge Gary had become my financial backer, and if the Science of Personal Achievement had been distributed within the United States Steel Corporation as had been planned, I would forever have been looked upon as a tool of big business. The Science of Personal Achievement would have been greeted with suspicion, would have been turned down cold by many of those whom it now serves. Furthermore, I might have been inhibited against making statements. I have made from time to time against big businesses when it gets its real purpose, which is to build a better world for mankind. Every adversity has within it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. All right, well, we're going to end it there. We're going to take off from every adversity when we come back, man. But this is your boy Chuck. I appreciate y'all tapping in. You know, we'll be on tomorrow, man. Later.